Hey there, friends. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. I've been crafting away up here and have two new journals to put in the Etsy store today. I am digging black and white. I don't know what it is. Really drawn to it right this minute. That's always subject to change, isn't it? You're drawn to something one minute, you're not drawn to it to the next. But if I'm drawn to something, then that's the palette I tend to create with. And these are black and white journals, and I kind of dig them. Let's go through this one first. I love birds. I love chandeliers. This was a piece from a Halloween fabric, but I thought, you know, I think it'll work. And it did. I was really happy with the way that it turned out. The Edgar Allan Poe Museum is right down the street from me. So when I see a raven, I always think about the Poe Museum and how much I enjoy going down there. We've lived here for 12 years, and I've visited the Poe Museum probably once or maybe even twice a year if a guest is here. It's a really fantastic place and definitely has that Poe vibe going on. The spine is pretty simple. I used glass beads. These are plastic beads, y'all, because I am out of spacer beads, and I've got some jewelry to tear apart, and I'm hoping to find some spacer beads in that jewelry. But I also added a splash of red because I just liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. This journal starts off with one of the face stamps that I showed you guys not long ago that I really do like. And I added some washi that says "Don't Forget." And of course, just a little pocket here. This is a piece of ephemera from 1922. Our friend Mr. Harry Nielsen on Beach Street in Saco, Maine. We sure do love him. I'm sure that he is no longer around, but he left some wonderful ephemera for us to play with. And this is just a pocket that's full of different kinds of papers. So you got a lot to play with there. And papers. This is I think this is a lesson in Spanish. Origami paper. Some vintage ephemera from a music magazine. This is the Brumley family, and they are in publishing, or were in publishing. A piece of Tim Holtz. You know, that I think that is Seven Gypsies. I don't think that's Tim Holtz. This is a little secret pocket for you. Lots of goodies to play with inside there. This is an advertisement from a 1925 Sears and Roebuck catalog mini. It says how to measure a room and how to hang your own wallpaper. Something very handy to know in 1925. And on the back of this is a tag for you to play with. Now, you know, don't forget, you got all these fibers up here to have fun with. So make your own tag and do your own thing. This is a card that says courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. And that's a quote by Mark Twain. This little card says a moment captured. She's very sparkly. I like her. And a pocket full of papers for you to play with, which include a French flashcard right here and a skinny book that I put in here for you. I'm out of skinny books. I'm totally out of sewn books. So I'm going to have to make a day to make things to put in the journals. This is part of a poem by Rudyard Kipling, and it says, it's the poem If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated. Don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. It's a really, really cool little quote from that poem, If. Some vintage education ephemera for you, and a sparkly little sticker. This is a bookmark that I made by using photography paper and food coloring. That was one of the first things that I ever did on YouTube, was a video hop with Shannon Green, and she featured me, and I thought it was so cool. I mean, there were a lot of us featured. This is a napkin for you to play with some additional elements in here. We've got some vintage sheet music from the mountains, from that Brumley family. Some Chinese text, and I think this is like from the Trivial Pursuit game. Don't cheat, the answers are on the back. This is a pocket of things for you to play with right here. Another skinny book, and yeah, it's here, y'all. That's a 2018 calendar. Just a small one. Don't freak out yet. I love her. She says, a jolly Halloween. I like Halloween. I just tend to stick it places. This is one of the Green Stamps ephemera books, but this is not Green Stamps. This is called something else, and I thought this one was really interesting because it gives the birth month and your birthstone right here. This is a Cape Cod house in New England. This is from that 1964 Ladies' Home Journal decorating magazine that I like to pull from, that I'm almost out of. These are some elements for you to make tags with. Some leaves, even though fall is over. And a dress form right here with lots of papers. A pattern paper for you, something to color, kind of Mandela-like, you know, you can get lost in that. And I'm moving pockets to the inside of books now, so this is a pocket for you to play with. Lots of papers and things in there. This is from Great American Recipes. I think it is about, yeah, canning and preserving. Some birdies. You guys know how much I love birdies. Some elements for you to create your own card. And remember, you've got cardstock in these books. You can create your own greeting cards by just pulling pieces out of the signature. And this is one of my favorite stamps. This is Steampunk Lady. She has gears in her hair. Beautiful lace. I'm starting to incorporate lace and fabric in these books because I have so much lace that our sweet Donna sent. It is exquisite, so I do want to start using that. And this is the last little pocket in the book, and there's a skinny book in here for you, and some stamped elements. The very back says, "May good things grow." I love that. This book is $35. Should have her listed in the Etsy store quite soon. You guys know how this goes. Push. She's chunky. Alright. This one is an ode to time. And time. You know, you never have enough of it, do you? And don't waste it because you don't get that back. This is pretty much a very simple binding. I did add a super cool like stone wood bead. This is a stone bead, I think. I really did love that. It's got some hematite in it. Again, the spacer beads are plastic, but the rest of the beads are glass. She also has a wee bit of sparkle to her, and I'll show you why. That wasn't intentional, it was just the way things worked out. So this is the first page. This is why it has so much sparkle. Do you see that? Some just really very cool, like, it's not transparency, it's, I can't ever remember the name of that stuff. Y'all help me, you know it. But it's so absolutely beautiful and has such a nice sheen to it. Another Spanish lesson here, a map, because we're all going places. Vintage sheet music, a hidden pocket right here. I have a book of vintage cat photos, and I'm processing those, but I thought these two looked really sweet in this book. Paper to play with. Some more of the, God, what do you call that stuff? My head just goes blank. Turn the camera on and my head goes blank. That's the way it is. Some bookmarks and also some more of that super cool lace. A map. A dress form. Again, I'm really using a lot of the lace in my hairy paper clips. I really love doing that. And stamping, I'm kind of getting into more stamping with these little journals as well. Lots of paper to play with. This card says my vacation, and my vacation is going to involve a palm tree at some point. So that's what I put on mine. And we got bookmarks and tags. Here's some pattern paper and a little bit of thread on a paper spool. I love this. Donna made these. I think they're so neat. This is a very old envelope. I think this is also from the ephemera collection from Saco, Maine. These envelopes, apparently Mr. Harry Nielsen collected stamps. So at one point these envelopes had stamps in them. He had probably a very remarkable collection. It makes me wonder what happened to it. You know, is it still around? Here are some flowers for you to build. My sweet friend Judy gave me some of these, and I believe that is Miss Belle from the Disney movies. I have boys, so I think that's who it is. We didn't watch that kind of stuff when they were little. We didn't watch Belle or Cinderella. Here's another of the, here's another one of the poetry cards. This be the verse you grave for me. Here he lies where he longed to be. Home is the sailor, home from the sea, and the hunter home from the hill. And that's Requiem by Robert Louis Stevenson. Another piece of ephemera here. This is from the 1925 Sears and Roebuck catalog. This is furniture. Another small pocket right here. Lots of tags for you to play with. The Parlor from the Hart House. This is from the 1964 Ladies' Home Journal book. I'm going to be sorry to see that one go. It was very interesting. And here's a little hidden pocket and some Chinese text for you. And we're at the end of this little book. And this one will go in the shop as well for $35. I should get those listed this afternoon. I'm also working on, of course, more journals. I'm trying to release at least 2 or 3 a day. My last day for mailing is going to be Monday, and that is December the 18th. And I'm hoping, y'all, that I can get in the post office. If I have a secret squirrel post office, I don't go to the main one because that's just not advisable on a good day and really not advisable on a holiday. But I'm thinking that Monday's going to be it, y'all, as far as me mailing stuff out. But I'm going to be creating and releasing every single day through the end of December. So check out my Etsy shop and see if you like something. Again, you guys, I really appreciate your support for my channel and my shop. Thank you so much, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great Saturday. Bye.